All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here toiling in this truth. I'm Pathakamoth Jim S. Dallas, just coming back at you with a really quick hit update, World War III update. You know, a prophecy is man, popping off the pages, man. You know what I'm saying? Prophecy is moving forth, man. Of course, the scriptures tell you in Revelations, the 19th chapter and verse, as a matter of fact, that just started off with that scripture. It's Revelations chapter 19 and verse 10, and it reads, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy." It's all about the prophecies, man. And what does it say in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter? Let's get that real quick. It's Habakkuk chapter 2. And we'll start at verse 2. And it reads, "And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai answered me and said, Write the vision, those prophecies that Yahweh Shai is the spirit of, and make it plain upon tables," the scriptures, the Bible, the pages of the Bible, "that he may run that readeth it." And that's the heralds, the modern day forecasters. You know what I'm saying? We're the forecasters of the prophecies, man, of these scriptures, of this Bible, of the times that's going on. You know, those spiritual forecasters, those runners, you know, those heralds. Like old dude, the red coats are coming. What's his name? Can never think of his name. The red coats are coming. The red coats are coming. Paul Revere. You know what I'm saying? He was warning them. That's what we're doing. You know, we're letting you know danger is coming. You know, so we're those runners, man. You know, and we've read and we're running. It says, verse 3, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time." That vision again represents the prophecies, which Yahweh Shai the spirit of, which actually we're supposed to be occupied in, pursuant to Sirach 39 and 1, which the Lord told his prophets, his men, to speak into the ears of his people, in 2nd Ezra 15 and 1, which we have a more sure word of, pursuing to 1 Peter, I believe it's 1 Peter, 1st or 2nd Peter 1 and 19, you know. And it's all about the prophecies, man, which they're popping off the pages. For it says, Habakkuk 2 and 3, "For the vision," the prophecy, "is yet for an appointed time," which we're in that time now, man. "But at the end," we're at the end, "it shall speak." And things are speaking like a mug, man. "And not lie, because the Lord is a man that he can't lie. He said his word shall not go out from him void. Shalakia shall not return unto him void, but it shall accomplish the thing whereto he sent it." When you read it in Isaiah 55 and 11, it says, "Though it tarry," seems like it's taking a long time, "wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." And we're in those times, man. You know, the kingdom of heaven is being ushered in. Our big brother Yahweh Shai is returning, and it's in this lifetime, man. You know, unless the Lord, you know, for whatever reason decides to call you home to the spirit realm, you're going to see it, man, in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, let's get this little article, you know, which popped up came through my feed, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what's up. So it reads, it says, military. I don't know what the source of this is. I think it's a news break, I believe is what this is. But it says military. It says U.S. on high alert after Russia deploys a $270 million nuclear bomber alarmingly close to the coast. And that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read this first paragraph right here. It says Irish Star. It says, "Russia has made its presence felt by stationing its most lethal nuclear bomber just 400 miles from U.S. soil, as the pressure mounts amid ongoing Ukraine peace negotiations." And at the end of the day, hey, it's going to happen, man. World War III is prophesied. It's going to happen. We're in those times. And this thing is going to go down. Of course, we know that the MOT to the B has to happen first. You know what I'm saying? Which those things are happening, man. You know what I'm saying? So all of these prophecies are moving forth, man. They're moving forward, and they're moving fast. You know, the Lord said he was going to, because of the elect's sake, he was going to shorten the days, which means to speed up the time, man. He's going to make these things come, go ahead and come about, man, you know, for his elect's sake. You know, Lord willing, I can be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, I just got a quick scripture I want to, because, hey, World War III is going to happen and we're close, man. So, real quick, just a little World War III update, you know. Let's get this in Revelations, the 11th chapter. And verse 14, and it reads, Revelations 11 and 14, the second woe is past, and woe represents destruction, these world wars, man, that has been happening in the earth. Because when you read, as a matter of fact, let me just get this real quick. I won't let the scripture speak. This is Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3, and it reads, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is a man of war. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is his name. So he's a man of war, man. So he's about war, man. So don't be surprised about war. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is the Most High is a man of war, man. You know, you got these Christians trying to pray to the Most High to stop war. When he's a man of war, stop, bro. You praying to the Lord to stop who he is, man. He ain't gonna hear you. He ain't hearing these Christians praying for please, Lord, don't allow World War III. Please, man. That's the Lord is about World War III, man. He's about destroying and ending Babylon, man. You know. So yeah, it's a waste of time, man, for you Christians, man. Stop trying to pray away something that the Lord is bringing, man. You know, he's not hearing your prayer, man. That's a vain. You're asking amiss, man. You know, which Christians don't know how to pray anyway. Pray with their hands together. They ain't just get out of here, man. But back in Revelation, the 11th chapter and verse 14, and it reads, the second woe is past. Again, woe represents destruction. These world wars, man. And there's been two wars. This is the second is talking about here. The second war is past. The second world war, or that second major destruction in the earth, man. Of course, we had World War I. You know, you can read that, I believe, is in Revelation, the 9th chapter. It goes into that. You know, when you read in the 8th chapter, it goes into how the angels put those three woes in the earth, man. You know, woe, woe, woe. I believe it's Revelations 8 and 13, if I'm not mistaken. Woe, woe, woe. You know, those three major destructions or world wars, man. You know what I'm saying? Which is what woe represents, destruction. So we've had World War I, and it says two more woes was going to follow that. When you read that in Revelation, the 9th chapter. Right here in Revelation, the 11th chapter, it says, Revelations 11 and 14, again, it says, the second woe is past. So that second woe or destruction or world war, you know, that second major destruction in the earth that the Lord set forth in motion when he said, put those three woes in the earth in Revelation, the 8th chapter and verse 13, you know, the second woe is past. The second world war, that happened. World War II happened. World War I and World War II happened. So what the hell makes you think World War III is not going to happen? It is, man. The man, the Lord, the Most High is a man that he cannot lie, and his word not going to return to him void. It's going to accomplish that word that he pleases, whereto he sent it, man. So again, Revelations 11 and 14, the second woe is past, and behold, look, see it. It's right there in your face, man. The third woe cometh quickly, and it's upon us, man. And these are the things that you're seeing, you know, that little excerpt that I just presented, that just came across my feed, and I had to turn the camera on. Spirit hit me. I had to turn the camera on and do a World War III update, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're getting close, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is about to make this thing happen, man. You know what I'm saying? He's going to plant that evil thought eventually, you know, and the button's going to get pressed, man. You know, Lord willing, soon. You know what I'm saying? Sooner than later. We ready for it. You know, ASAP. You know what I'm saying? But again, all in the Lord's time. You know what I'm saying? This is his movie, his story, his you know. So, hey, it's in the Lord's time, man. But according to the prophecies, the things that we're seeing, and we're lining them up with the scriptures, yeah, we're close, man. And that's why you're seeing these things happen, man. You know, so they done put one of their most expensive, as a matter of fact, what did it say? Let's go back to the article real quick. You know, U.S. on high alert. after Russia deploys $270 million nuclear bomber alarmingly close to the coast. Close to the coast, or to coast. You know, and again, Russia has made its presence felt by stationing its most lethal, that's what I was trying to, its most lethal bomber just 400 miles from U.S. soil, as the pressure mounts amid ongoing Ukraine peace negotiations. And ain't gonna be no peace. As a matter of fact, let's just end this with one more. Ain't gonna be no peace, man. You can stop looking for peace in this kingdom. The scriptures say in Thessalonians, when they shall say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction fall upon them or come upon them. But what's that scripture? No peace to the wicked. Let's type this in real quick. Isaiah 57 and 21. This is Isaiah chapter 57 and 21, and we'll end it right here. Isaiah 57 and 21, and it reads, there is no peace, said my power, to the wicked. So the peace negotiations is not going to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. You know, it's not happening, man. Ain't no peace coming, man. And again, Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, you know, there's a time and season for everything under the sun. And when you drop down to verse 8, it says there's a time for love, a time for hate, a time for war, and a time for peace. We're in a time of hate and war. That's it. No peace. Love and peace is coming in the kingdom when the kingdom of heaven is established in the earth. Though, you know, and of course, though that government is established, the laws going forth from the Mount of Zion, like it says in Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, and Micah, the 4th chapter, you know, those laws going forth, you know, Matthew, the 6th chapter, and verse 10, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. There's perfect peace, harmony, order, everything in the heavens, man. Those things are going to be established in the earth by way of the rod, you know, pursuant to Psalm, the 2nd chapter, and Revelations, the 20, what is it? Revelations 20, Salakia. Revelations 2 and 20, like around 25, 26, you know, somewhere in there. So, by way of the rod, you know, this is when peace is going to come into the earth, because everything is going to be put back in order on the planet Earth, man. You know what I'm saying? So until then, ain't no peace, man. They can have all the peace talks they want. World War III is going to happen. War is in the air. The war drums are beating, and it's on, man. You know what I'm saying? Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. You know. So with that, hopefully this was a World War III update. Hey, we're getting there, man. We're getting close, man. You know, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not tarry. You know, so we're in those times, man. And World War III will happen. It's going to happen, man. It's prophesied in the scriptures. So with that, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shal Dawadah, Shalom.